What's a show that went on for too long? The Flash. I loved that show, but it just got worse and worse. Weeds. Bones. As soon as Booth and Bones got together and had a kid, all their chemistry went out the window and the characters changed personalities. Wasn't fun anymore. Grey's Anatomy. Grey's Anatomy needed to end a low by time ago. Once upon a time. Grey's Anatomy. Make it STOPPPPP. Grey's Anatomy. The fucking Walking Dead FFS. Miraculous Ladybug. I know it's a kids show, but there's like 5 or 6 seasons of the same love triangle never changing. The Blacklist, it's still going. Glee. The Goldbergs. The last good season was before the real Adam left the show, and they should have cancelled that. Instead of The Kids Are All Right. Riverdale. Happy Days. It jumped the shark. Millennium. It was only 3 seasons, but after the amazing second season the show didn't know where to go or what to be. It had its moments. Omerta is still a high point, but it just kind of faded away. In terms of the actual storyline, it should have ended with season 2. Dexter. Should have stopped after John Lithgow's season. It lost its zing after that and threw in a disappointing ending. 2.5 Men. Scrubs. I love that show. But I think they could have stopped right after JD left. There was no need for another Saved by the Bell, the new class. Westworld. The Kardashians. Prison Break. The last season was extremely unnecessary. Pretty Little Liars. The ending still pisses me off. Andromeda. It was only on for 5 seasons, but it really went downhill. The first season and a half were easily some of the greatest sci-fi of the early 2000s. And there was a lot of great sci-fi in the 90s and early 2000s. Season 3 and the rest of Season 2 were all right. There were some inconsistencies and it clearly lost the writing skill it used to have, but it was watchable and had some interesting moments. Season 4 was terrible and Season 5 was both terrible and barely comprehensible. Suits. Weeds. Dexter. I thought the Season 6 finale was the end of the series and I was totally satisfied with that. No idea how Season 7 went. I never bothered. Supernatural. That 70s show. Grey's Anatomy. They lost by Season 10. I wish I was able to say this about Firefly loudly crying. The X-Files. Season 9 already felt forced and awkward without David Duchovny. But after they brought it back it just sucked IMO. The Flash. Scrubs. Last season was unnecessary. I find a trend that any show going over 5 seasons faces a bigger risk of disappointing. Because it goes beyond what is originally planned. The better approach is to create a spin-out show instead. And I'd much prefer that to tell the story of other arcs within the original. House Hugh Laurie can carry a bad script a long way. But even his powers are limited. The 700 Club. The X-Files. 4 seasons. Then one of water treading. Then a movie which finished the plot. Then 5 more seasons. And another movie. And 2 bonus seasons. At the end no clear answers. Heroes. Grey's fucking Anatomy. How many times can you rinse repeat? Doc loves, Doc dies. The Walking Dead. The Walking fucking Dead. The Walking Dead. Shameless should have ended when Emmy Rossum left. Happy Days. The Walking Dead should have only been 6 or 7 seasons at most. As ferociously as I loved it for the first 5 seasons, can't go there with it. Grey's Anatomy. They should have finished it after Arizona and April left. Shameless Orange is the New Black. The Simpsons, but I'm old and only liked the first 10 seasons. American Horror Story. The first 4 seasons, are great. The 5th one was okay. But only because of Liz. After that, it just goes south. Dexter. It could have ended okay if they had better writers and a better director, but ultimately it ended 2 seasons too late. Grey's Anatomy. The Simpsons. Red Dwarf. It should have ended after season 6 and it would have been remembered as one of the all-time greatest sitcoms. It went badly downhill very quickly after that, and has since had more terrible episodes than bad ones. More bad ones than okay ones. And more okay ones than good ones. Sorry fans. But it's true. Westworld IMO should have ended after S1. Bones. How I Met Your Mother went way too long. I think season 4 or 5 should have ended it. Lucifer. Netflix did a fantastic season 4 and then dropped away very quickly. Modern Family went way too long as well. Lucifer went 1 season too long. The last season was awful. The Big Bang Theory. The Handmaid's Tale should have stopped after season 4. That 70s show. It started to lose steam around season 3. And was pretty much total shit by the end of season 5. Grey's Anatomy. And honestly Law and Order SVU is getting there as well. More so now that they'll drag out the bullshit, will they won't they, with Elliot and Olivia. Grey already killed off Derek and Elliot, and Olivia haven't kissed. NCIS should have ended when Zyva left. But certainly by the time Abby left I'd already stopped watching it by then. I think I heard that even Gibbs left. What the hell? The Office. The later seasons were weird and seemed to have nothing to do with previous ones. La Brea and Manifest. Grey's Anatomy. Grey's Anatomy. 13 Reasons Why. Bringing a character back from the dead just defeats the whole point of the show. The Simpsons should have just stopped after the movie. Coco Melon. That shit needs to stop. My baby brother watches the same shit so much I want to die. Relieved face. Grey's Riverdale. Arrested Development. I got lost watching Lost. I'm either gonna get a lot of hate or a lot of people who agree. Family Guy. Survivor and Big Brother. Both shows have been taken over by superfans who kill any fun in the show. At the moment, Stranger Things. Not that there's too much content per se, but rather just how long it's taking to come out. I understand it's a very technically complex movie and the actors are probably very busy, but in my opinion, no one should have to wait more than 2 years to see the next season of a show, although I think it's good that it's finishing at season 5. The Walking Dead. I say this as someone who owns every volume and saw some of the stars. The TV show really lost its way in the Negan arc. Sons of Anarchy. It could have been a tight 3-season version of Hamlet. Instead we got whatever Ireland was. That 70s show. I cannot say this enough. Riverdale. Grey's Anatomy.